Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm your host, Kyle Kessler. Today's quote from President Xi Jinping is, "No one shall be left behind in a moderately prosperous society in all respects." Right now, I am in Guomao District, the financial heart of Beijing, China. Behind me is one of the busiest financial centers, with real estate prices over $10,000 per square meter. But can you believe what you see in front of me? This is also Guomao, and people are still living under the poverty line on less than $3 per day. We would like to say that this does not represent China, but indeed it is a reality. This is the problem that Xi Jinping and his colleagues must deal with. Thanks to the GDP miracle of over the last 2 decades, China has become richer, but its Gini coefficient, the indicator of economic inequality, has surpassed the alarming line of 0.4. The official figure for 2014 is 0.469. When I saw this on the news, that poor people in remote mountains are living in huts with thatched roofs, surviving on 15 kilograms of grain from the government per month, I can't help but ask, is this the same China that is buying the world? China is growing richer, but making the fruits of development benefit all will be the big issue for the Chinese government, which has worked on poverty alleviation for 66 years. When the PRC was founded in 1949, it was one of the poorest countries in the world. With China's rapid development, every couple of years the government develops new poverty alleviation initiatives and goals. By 2014, more than 600 million people were lifted out of poverty in China. This is an impressive figure, signifying China's great achievements in poverty reduction and one of the most important accomplishments of mankind over the past 30 years. Now, the Chinese government sets out again, targeting the remaining impoverished population, the 70 million people who live on less than $1.25 per day. Can China accomplish this task? President Xi and his colleagues are taking action. The president has put forth 4 concrete measures: a focus on officials' responsibility, policy orientation, social assistance, and community-level management for poverty alleviation efforts. The measures not only include support for production, relocation, education, and other conventional actions, but also the registration of the impoverished population so that targeted measures in poverty alleviation can be implemented. Can all of these efforts finally defeat poverty in China? The book I'm holding is titled Shaking Off Poverty, written by Xi Jinping when he served as a mayor in a poverty-stricken area 23 years ago. There is one line that is especially impressive. To reduce poverty, one needs to empower the poor first, meaning poverty alleviation starts from the efforts of the poor themselves. On barren land, Xi carried a hoe and labored in the fields together with the villagers towards a better future. This exemplifies the time-honored value of the Chinese, hard work. To have a first-hand account on the area, Xi Jinping visited every corner of the municipality and trudged 5 hours in the mountains to the poorest village. He then developed targeted policies that guided villagers to profit from the mountains and fishermen from the seas, encouraging them to develop a specialty in agriculture and animal husbandry. Soon, the local economy took off, and today, 23 years later, the policies are still helping the residents. Responsible officials, targeted policies, strong support, and with hard work, China has presented a unique plan of lifting the remaining poor out of poverty. This will be the last and toughest battle of the Chinese government in completing the building of a prosperous society in all respects. And the time to achieve it, as Xi puts it, is 5 years. China is in action, and the whole world is hoping for another Chinese miracle.